All right, god dang, we got to talk about this, man. And salute to the guy that hates it when I say that, but I still love you. So, Little Bibby, I don't know if you guys know who he is, Chicago rapper. He was like one of the pioneers for the whole drill scene back when Chief Keef had everybody singing. They love Sosa. All that good stuff, man. That was some good music, I'm not going to lie. Love that song. But I think my favorite Chief Keef song is Kobe. You guys should check that out. Anyway, I digress. Little Bibby did an interview. And in this interview, he was asked about big old bad Donald Trump. I freaking hit my mic right there with my lip. Sending the feds to Chicago. And I think Bibby answered the question in a way that would surprise a lot of people out there. Now, this is someone that has survived this stuff. Like, this guy was living through what they call Chirac. This guy was in the trenches of all that. He was on the gridiron. When you're a rapper like Bibby and you're coming up what they call Chirac, there's an X on your chest. And I'm not talking about someone's trying to find a treasure. No, they're trying to kill you. People don't want to see you make it. People will come up with any excuse of why they hate you. Like, that's just what it is, man. I don't like the way this dude sound. I just hate him, man. He's a horrible person. Like, you'll start saying things like that. So the interview asked him, which is Vlad TV. He asked him about the infamous Donald Trump tweet. You guys know the tweet where Donald Trump was like, look, there's like 700 killings or something in Chicago. The murder rate's going up. Clean it up or I'm going to send the feds. He said something down those lines, right? Now, Bibby responded, and the interview asked him, so what do you think about Donald Trump sending in the feds? Bibby responded, it's sad to say, send them motherfuckers in. And these are my people, but it's probably what you need to do. The interviewer then asked him, if he sends in the feds, the federal troops, to stand on the streets, what do you think will happen? Bibby then responded, motherfuckers won't be doing crazy shit. Bibby then went on to say, when the cops were sitting on my street, the guns would stop shooting. But when they left, things would start up again. He's basically saying, look, the only time it's peace on the street is when there's a cop on the street. And that's the sad thing, man. You got all these little kids running around and the police are basically their parents. When the police roll up, you're like, yo, go do your homework. Go do something. You get what I'm saying here? So the police puts everyone on ice and the violence stopped for that moment. But once he's gone, everything just starts back up again. Now, I knew for the longest time that Donald Trump was going to try to send in the feds to Chicago. And I felt like that tweet was a test of people. He's like, okay, let me just put this out there. Let me see how people react to it. Right? And of course, there was mixed reviews, but for the most part, majority of people out there were like, yo, send in the feds. I mean, me personally, I'm kind of wishy-washy on it, man. But I'm hearing this dude from Chicago that grew up in the trenches, that rose from the dirt, say, look, you need to do something. He doesn't know. He's at the point where he doesn't know what else can be done for these people. And I saw a comment from some guy. Some guy was saying, people were saying like, send books, this and that. And he's like, look, man, the people that really want these books, they can't even walk down the street because you got these knuckleheads. That's what my dad used to say. You got these knuckleheads out here shooting guns. So the people that really want to learn and the people that want to have fun, they can't even do it. They're forced to stay in their houses. When Barack Obama was in office, all I would hear is like all these right-wing people, Republicans say, not all of them, but like the ones that are really into like the whole conspiracy theories thing. Like they were saying like Barack Obama was the Antichrist. Barack Obama was going to start locking us up in FEMA camps. Barack Obama was going to initiate martial law. And the same people that were saying that Barack Obama was going to do all this. When Donald Trump comes and he's talking about sending in the feds, You're forward if Trump wants it? I don't get it. If Donald Trump does send the feds to a city like Chicago, you guys gonna understand that you're opening up a box of worms. You're opening up Pandora's box, because he can then justify it and say, well, we're gonna send it to this place, or we're gonna send it to this place, or we're gonna send it to this place, because once you do it, that's what happens. It becomes easier and easier to do it again. Now, there are laws in the Constitution that states the U.S. Army cannot sit on American land and govern over the people. Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't have the army come in and just run a city. Like, you're not allowed to do that. Like, that's totally against the law. And I was placed there so people wouldn't be overpowered by our own army. If some president decided to go crazy, that law is in place, so that can't happen. The Mexican police and I believe some troops came to help Katrina. So you're allowed to usher in other troops from different countries to sit on American land, but you can't have your own troops sitting on American land. So, I mean, will we see someone like Trump bring in these Russian soldiers to sit on Chicago land? I don't know. It's possible. But once you call in those feds, man, you're opening up something you can't close. But here's the thing. Something has to be done. But we don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm DomisLive. You guys have a great day, homies.